Hello, my name is Anne Okwera, and I'm a co-founder of Light Empowerment Foundation, which is an NGO based in Kampala, Uganda, founded in 2020 when myself and a group of family members decided to come together and put our dreams into action by registering the organization with the main objective of making a difference to the community where we came from, that is in Orussi, Nebbi, in Uganda. We wanted to cause a difference in areas of education, health, livelihood, and empowerment, good governance, and climate change, among other initiatives which we felt our community could benefit from. My journey specifically related to climate change began when I was a child, growing up in Orussi, where I grew up surrounded by a cool, fertile environment that provided an abundance of healthy food like mangoes, sweet bananas, vegetables, fish, and lots of nutritious foods. Life then was deeply connected to the land, and we never worried about scarcity. Fast forward, I then relocated to the United Kingdom in 2020, just before COVID. Living in the United Kingdom has made me realize how far my own community is in terms of climate change, awareness, and initiatives to combat climate change effects. In 2024, in February, I returned to my village in Orussi, and I was struck by how much a lot had changed. The once cool climate that I knew had grown noticeably warmer, and the fertile soil that had sustained us for generations looked exhausted, leading to food shortages. If I can take a step back and just a little bit to the past, in 2017, my family had a family initiative where we planted trees on a small plot of land. And when we visited early this year, we were thrilled to see how well the trees had grown. This reinforced the importance of tree planting as a way to restore our environment and to begin to combat effects of climate change. Motivated by this realization, I personally knew we had to do something to help our community come to an understanding of how trees are very important to our community and to start to address the changes that have occurred. Um, Coupled with living in Europe and seeing how the conversation on climate change, you know, was growing, and also realizing that my own local community back home in Uganda uh, had been left out of this conversation. While Uganda is reported to have the world's largest youthful population, the actual fact is that the majority have limited access to gadgets like smartphones or the internet. And so they considerably miss out on the global conversations and participation. So, after considering all these challenges, I thought of ways to engage the local community that I knew in creating awareness about climate change, um, and in the process, including our community members into that global conversation. So I began by mobilizing local leaders, the majority of which were in Orussi Development Foundation, and I'm also a member there. Have a very robust forum platform where we engage on different issues affecting our community. As Orussi Development Foundation, in 2022, we had actually mobilized resources and undertaken a health camp initiative in Orussi. So I realized we could leverage on that strength that we had to also cause our community to come onto the global agenda on climate change. So I engaged the community leaders and um, convince them, influence them rather, to come together for collective action. So we decided as a group to fundraise. One of the initiatives we decided we could immediately undertake was to fundraise some money from members, from ourselves, and purchase tree seedlings, which we could distribute to the community. We also decided to identify youth or members of our community that could become change agents and continue to spread awareness and educate others through meetings, workshops, social media engagements, and local radio stations. So this work is ongoing, and I'm happy to say that we have called our community into action. And while it may take a while to realize success from our efforts, the steps that we have taken will surely help us achieve the greater objective that we want to achieve here. And this is where we need support from community leaders in Orussi and in West Nile as well, West Nile region of Uganda. But we also need support of global actors like Our Kids Climate, who can support us to realize our dreams. Thank you very much, and bye.